Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Business School and the Black Wealth Boot Camp. I had to tell you guys something that I was just reading today on CNN's financial page. This is some information that you should probably consider as you make financial decisions in your life. According to the Harvard Center for Housing Studies, there has been a huge increase in the number and the percentage of what they call cost-burdened tenants. Cost-burdened tenants. Cost-burdened tenants are people who pay more than 30% of their income on the rent. So these are people that are having trouble paying the rent, that really are struggling to make ends meet, that are kind of making it month to month, and don't know exactly how to get by. The number of cost-burdened tenants, according to this Harvard study, has increased to 21.3 million people. Also, they said that out of this group, 26% of this group are what they call severely cost burdened, which means the cost is really kicking them in the butt. They can't just barely make ends meet. They just can't do it. And I read deeper into the study to try to understand what's the cause of this. Where did this come from? Why is this happening? And what I have concluded, what I've concluded is exactly what the Harvard study says. My conclusion is that wages in America have not been increasing, but rent is increasing. Prices are increasing. Inflation is increasing. The cost of going to college is increasing. The cost of healthcare is increasing. Corporate America is making a whole lot of money off of this. If you look at the stock market, if you follow the stock market has skyrocketed since Obama was elected, while Bush was in office, and even while Clinton was in office. There hasn't been a prolonged period where you couldn't make money being a part of corporate America as an owner. But if you're a worker, what you've found over the last 20, 25 years is that, particularly since the Reagan era kind of ushered this in, Americans are not advancing economically, at least not working class people. Why? Well, because they're selling you products that are being manufactured overseas. So they're not even giving you a job to afford the products, but they're selling you the products. And how do they sell you the products? Well, they get you in debt. You get deeper in debt because you feel like you need to buy those Nike sneakers, or you need to buy whatever it is that you feel like you have to have in order to keep up with the Joneses. There was a study at MIT that actually showed that spending money has an effect on the same region of the brain that is impacted by cocaine. So ultimately, there is an addiction to consumption that Americans have. It is something that corporate America creates, that they take pride in, that they enjoy facilitating. And in addition to this, when you see that American workers' wages aren't moving, but CEO pay is increasing every single year, what you're really seeing is a country where there's a huge economic divide. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. According to the study, the average income for the average American dropped by 9% last year, but the average cost of rent increased by 7%. So as your rent is increasing, your wages are declining. The median price of a new apartment in America is now $1,372. That means that basically since 2012, there has been a 26% increase in the cost of rent in this country. So that guy in New York who was saying the rent is too damn high, he was right. He was absolutely correct. Now, what are some ways to kind of deal with this? Well, these are some of the things that I teach my students in the Black Wealth Boot Camp. America is a sinking economic ship. The divide is not going to reduce itself. Our politicians who make the laws, who normally protect consumers, have been effectively bought out by corporations, which means corporations are going to continue to do what is in their best interest, which means that the only way that you can get ahead economically in this country is if you find a way to own something. You must be an owner of capital. You must be the owner of some stocks, bonds, real estate, small business, whatever it is you can own. Grab something. Ownership is your lifeboat. The ship is sinking. You must grab a lifeboat if you are going to survive. If you do not grab a lifeboat, you will be out here swimming in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean in the middle of the night in 10-degree water, and you will probably freeze, you will probably drown, and you will sink to the bottom of the ocean, and nobody is going to come and save you. So learn how to own something. Teach your children the value of ownership. Do not for 1 second be fooled into thinking that the way to get ahead in this country is to work for corporate America, because corporate America is designed to screw you. They're designed to screw you as a consumer. They're also designed to screw you as a worker. They have no loyalty to you. So keep that in mind as you move forward. Think like an owner, think like an investor, think like a producer. Never think like a borrower, a spender, or a consumer. That is exactly what they want, and you don't want to be stuck in that. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. Feel free to join us in the Black Wealth Bootcamp. We've got a cohort coming up pretty soon. You can go to theBlackWealthBootcamp.com to dig in and learn financial literacy. This is key to our economic survival. We must absolutely do this. This is the mandate for the next generation. Until we meet again, please stay strong, be blessed, and be educated. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.